Joining us today from Hartford, Connecticut is senior political correspondent Mark Davis. Mark, welcome to the program.
Hi, Tom, and good morning, everyone. And let me say congratulations as well to you and your crew, and welcome to News 8.
Thanks, Mark. So, Mark, what's the mood among lawmakers on both sides of the aisle as we move towards this deadline, I think, on Tuesday? What's everyone rumbling about?
Well, you know, Tom, the state capitol building in Hartford is one of the highest points in the city, and there are lightning rods all on the big spires. And occasionally the building is struck by lightning, and it's like a cannon going off inside. Well, given the weather we've had this past week, I would say on Tuesday there's a better chance of another lightning strike than of a budget passing. And I think that's generally the accepted mood. And even as one of your panelists there just mentioned, the Speaker of the House, Joe Arasimowicz, said earlier last week that he was concentrating all of his efforts on Tuesday the 18th, but hoped to have a budget in place by the end of the month. Well, if he was going to have a budget vote on Tuesday, then a budget should be in place by Wednesday, because they do what's called an emergency certification, and the bill would take effect immediately as soon as the governor signs it.
So, Mark, we're kind of already seeing casualties that the governor promised would happen after July. When you spoke this week to those who were impacted, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's real hurt, and it's trickling out slowly. One of the first things, and he announced this, and he said he wasn't happy about it, he had to cut $4.5 million from the rental assistance program. Well, you know, there are hundreds, thousands of people who depend on that all across the state. There was one woman from New London who worked all of her life, lost her job 5 years ago, ended up homeless. She lost her home, and she depends on that. It helped her get back on her feet, and now she's facing the prospect of losing it and doesn't know what she's going to do. The Oak Hill nonprofit that runs, I think, about 78 or close to that, 75, 76, 77, 78 of the group homes that take care of the disabled, they're announcing that they're going to have to close 4 plus day programs for the disabled and birth to 3 program. You know, that really causes human tragedy. I spoke to a mom, 73 years old this week, whose son has been doing well. He's got cerebral palsy, he gets seizures and all of this stuff, but he's well cared for in that group home, and now she's got the heartbreak of trying to move him, which, as you know, can cause their health to relapse because of the change. I mean, any kind of stress on a person like that, well, anybody, you know, stress is bad, but she's finding that as she looks for other places where her 52-year-old son can go, there's other moms and dads in the same boat as her. So it's having a real trickle-down effect as we just move further into July.
The great Mark Davis, senior political correspondent for WTNH. Mark, great to have you with us this morning. Appreciate it.